Fixing your decks part 52. Okay, now I know exactly what I want to do with this. You have Miner and Gobble Barrel. It's screaming control deck. So what I would do is remove the Zap. You don't have the Evo, pretty much useless. Same with Xe. You don't need Valk and Xe as crowd control. I think one is good enough, right? So what I would do is add Poison for the spell instead of Zap. I think Poison works great with a Miner. And then you need another Evo. With control, typically Wall Breakers does wonders, so I'd probably do Wall Breakers instead. And then this deck looks pretty solid to me. 2.9 Miner cycle control. Let's get into a game and see how this does. As always, I only choose followers. If you're not following, I'm not gonna pick you. Off the rip, I'm just gonna rip a Goblin Barrel just to see what this guy has. Alright, so he's also using some sort of cycle deck. And keep in mind, Musketeer is one of our only air cards, so we do need to keep it, we need to use it sparingly. Okay, so this guy does have a Boss Bandit. That is kind of worrying for me, I'm not gonna lie. Just because I don't want it to dash, I will do this. And then, in case she decides to dash back, yeah, perfect, it's on the Miner. And then we cycle back to a Valkyrie, so Valkyrie should be perfect for this. Huge. Okay, perfectly defended. Alright, that P.E.K.K.A. is very worrying, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I might have to kite this over. Okay, that was a bad kite. Hopefully this doesn't... Okay, we'll get a hit though, so I do have to Valkyrie. Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad. If he goes Boss Band other lane though, we might be cooked. And then we can poison this. Perfect. Okay, so the Musketeer is gonna die there. That is huge. I will just go Barrel here because we need to cycle back to our cards. Okay. And we have to use Wall Breakers defensively. Now the P.E.K.K.A. is dead and the Valkyrie's healthy. Perfect. Wow, this deck is pretty solid. I kind of want to Miner Poison again just to keep my Muskie alive. Okay, and then we can do Skeletons here. And then log this just to make sure that gets taken out. Kind of have to do this, and then we need a kite. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to have to Miner down low here. Okay. It really just is about skill level when, like, facing Boss Bandit. Like, with control decks, you just need to, like, play very good so they don't have an opportunity to, like, build up a fat-ass push. And I feel like this is just begging to get poisoned here. I don't know why I wouldn't. Okay, it is going to die. We can just go Skellies here. And don't doubt, like, defensive Wall Breakers are, like, one of the best cards. And you can't be too aggressive with control. You just need to, like, play slow. Kind of want to keep my Muskies alive here. Perfect. Both of them are alive. We poison to that. We can just rip this. And then we can go Miner back here. He's probably gonna... Okay. And he just logged, though, so we are good for a barrel. It really just comes down to skill level at the end of the day. He just P.E.K.K.A. into that. I am just gonna rip Wall Breakers here. This should do a lot of damage. Might even take towers, to be honest. Okay, no, but it does do a lot of damage. And he just logged, so at this point, I can cycle faster than he can, especially with how heavy this guy's deck is. And yeah, we win the game there. Perfect. Nearly a perfect game, guys. I think we did great. I think the deck's amazing. Let me know if that helped you. If you want your deck to get fixed, make sure you're following and comment your deck down below.